What's going on, everyone? Moose here, Airguns, Michigan. It's Wednesday night, and I am hyped up. So let's get rolling and started with this live Wednesday night. Hopefully you guys are old Anthrax fans with some Public Enemy. Why not? Why not? Why not? So we had a cool day, man. I shot at the range out in the rain and had a riot doing it. Can't complain a bit. My range at 25 and 50 at the Sportsman's Club is covered, so I was able to get out to the range and do some really good shooting, man. I've got some videos that are going to be coming up with that shooting in there, so hopefully you guys will hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and my other ones as well if you don't mind. It doesn't hurt you, it doesn't cost you a penny, but it certainly helps me. So if you guys are usually here on my lives, like I said, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button and let me know that you're supporting me here. I'm gonna click this over here. What's going on? Who do we got joined in? We got 4 or 5 of you guys. Looks like maybe 6. Oh, you guys are rolling in. Mike's Backyard. Yeehaw. What's up, Bear Gunners? Boom. Yeah. Definitely appreciate you guys doing those thumbs ups. Our ranch air gunner. What's going on, Brian? He says, how's Buck? Good. So, yeah, he's good. What's up, Lou? First State Air Gun. Richard Campbell says, good music. Yes, it is. Old Anthrax and Public Enemy are at the top of my late 80s, early 90s playlists. So I just happened to spin up a new playlist tonight. No, I mean, I've had it. It's on my Apple playlist. And just kind of happened. But Mark Reese, what's going on, man? Peter's in the house. Oh, Brian bought his hand. Yeah, dude, he's over it. It was a meltdown at the moment, but he hasn't even talked about it. Richard Campbell says New Mexico's in the house. What's going on, Richard Campbell? Lou, bring the noise. That's right. I agree. This is a great tune, man. I haven't heard this in a minute. And like I said, I just hit shuffle on my Apple playlist, and this was the first song that came on, and I was like, right on. So, Airgun Activities is in the house. What's going on, man? What's going on? So, if you guys are following me on Instagram, you saw that I posted out a couple of guns that I took to the range this morning. And, man, the gun sand, listen, you guys saw the results. 50 yards shooting through a 3-time magnification monster prism scope. What's going on, Michigan Air Gunner? And dude, it was tack driving at 50 yards. Now I'm gonna say something, man, that honestly I hope is just a fluke. What do I think about T-Eagle scopes? I actually reached out to them and asked them about their scopes and asked them if they'd mind if I reviewed one. Let me turn this music down. Sorry, guys. And they came back and were like, yeah, here, take a look at our catalog. So I messaged them back and said, hey, I'd love to take a look at this one. And the dude sent me to his website to order one. And I was like, no, bro, I'm not going to pay for T-Eagle. I'm just not. But I'll take a look at it. And if it's cool, I'll let my viewers know. So, Peter, unfortunately, man, I wasn't in the market for a new scope, and that's what happened. But anyway, back to the whole gun sand. I was talking to another one of somebody, and he was having some issues. He was having similar issues to what I was having with the other brand. And so before I release that, my actual video, I want to make sure that the Guns and Guns are being consistent. So I'm waiting. I know Denny, the flat broke air gunner, got one, and I want to see what Denny says about how his is shooting, and make sure that I didn't just get a hand-picked gun. So yeah, I'm sure you guys understand. But I did also shoot my. I'm eating a cheesesteak, waiting on my next pizza delivery. Yeah, I did shoot my my Vyrock HW97, and I shot it because tomorrow I'm taking it to Vortec, and Tom at Vortec is going to install my upgrade kit on that. So I wanted to kind of show, what kind of velocities I was getting, and hopefully you guys will be able to hear it. I know what it sounds like. But hopefully you guys will be able to see a noticeable difference. It shoots pretty good at 50 yards. I mean, man, I can't complain. But, it is what it is. So we're going to call it a good day. I did shoot another video tonight, and I'm actually waiting for my tablet right now to finish putting the production together. And on these trigger safes. So I don't know if you guys have seen these yet, but they are basically little plastic clips that clip over the safeties on your, this one happens to be for AR-15s. This is one that goes on your Remington shotguns and some other shotguns as well. Like, I think it'll fit on my Mossberg. I just haven't tried it out yet. And then they sent me one as well that goes on my Glock 17. And it also fit on my Glock 19. So that was cool. Just a little extra safety. This is another one that the ARs go on, or goes on the AR. And it's got a cool little flag on it. So if you're at the range and you just want to clip this over your your gun, or where I think these things would shine is, especially like the shotgun, is up in your tree stand. You're up in your tree stand, you take your shotgun with you, and there it is. Or if you're duck hunting and you've got your gun laying in your your layout blind, or even in your blind in general, the cool thing is you can tie a string to this, so that way the ducks come in, the birds come in, the deer come in, and you go to grab your shotgun, you're just in a hurry, you don't accidentally hit that trigger and send around flying, and hopefully not hurt yourself. But it's just a little added extra security, and I really dig this a lot. I think it's also a great way to, let's say you've got an AR that you use for home protection, and you've got your gun safe, and and it's cock locked and ready to rock. I mean, that's just like your Glock, right? I mean, you're not gonna have a home protection gun that's the ammunition's in one area and your gun's in the other one, right? This is a great thing to have on your AR. So, when you reach into your gun safe in the middle of the night, you're disoriented, something's making noise outside, you need to get your protection. It's just one less thing for you to accidentally pull that trigger. So, and you can tie a string to it or whatever, or even hang one of these off of it. And once you got it in your hand, yank it off. It just slides right off. This does not lock your trigger. It's not like, I actually had a trigger lock over here, and now I don't know where it is. Yeah. Anyway, it's not like a standard trigger lock. It's just an extra piece of deterrent, so you don't accidentally hit that trigger. So, very cool little product. And if you guys want to check them out, triggersafe.us. And I actually have a 10% off code for you guys. If you are interested in the trigger safes, go check them out, triggersafe.us. And if you do order, all the shipping is free on all their products. And 10% off, use Airguns MI. And that'll get you 10% off that trigger safe. Matter of fact, I'm going to start the video upload. Give me 1 second, guys. And, you know, so, but yeah, overall, I mean, I think it's a cool little product. So I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm excited to go out and see Vortec. Like I said, I had no idea they were even in Michigan. So I'm even more excited. Got doctor's appointment in the morning, though. Hate going to the doctor, but it's a necessity. So, what'd you guys all do today? Like I said, I shot out in the rain. Like, man, it was awesome. So, Flat Broke Air Gunner Denny's in the house. What's going on, Denny? So, Lou, I don't know the whole backstory about the hospital visit. I do apologize, but nonetheless, very cool that everything came out okay, and we'll be praying for your little one. I don't know if it's your daughter or your wife, but either way, we'll be praying for you and your family. I pray for you guys all the time anyway. I do blanket prayers, all my friends, but God knows who you guys all are. So, and I did get a cool ass gift from my wife. For those of you guys that saw that picture on Facebook, I came across a Facebook memory from like years ago, and it was a picture of me and my grandmother. And my grandmother raised me, and I'd like to think that she did a decent job. And she died. God, it's got to be like 9 years now. And it just like the picture itself kind of caught me off guard when I saw it as a Facebook memory. And I downloaded it back to my computer, so I had another copy of it, and I sent it to my wife, and I just said, hey, can you have this blown up and get it framed for me? Because like that picture was like towards the end of my grandmother being really like together, you know what I mean? She had Alzheimer's and dementia, and that was kind of like one of the last pictures of her and I that you know. Oh, right on, Lou. Yeah, prayers for your daughter for sure, bro. I'll make sure to say some prayers tonight. But you know, it just kind of caught me off guard, and then you know, so my wife, unbeknownst to me, decided to have it oil painted and have it framed. And man, I'll tell you what, she was like, listen, I want to video you opening it, because I can get, you know, like 20% off if we do it again from this company if I video you opening it. And so as soon as she said that, I kind of had a really good idea of what was going on. And man, I'll tell you what, it choked me up pretty hard. You know, my grandmother was a wonderful lady that everybody loved. All my friends loved my grandmother. You know, she was just one of those really, really down to earth, but yet really old school grandmothers that loved Jesus with all of her heart. and instilled it into me my entire life. And it's just awesome. And I miss her a lot. So we're gonna not talk about this anymore because Moose is getting choked up again. So moving forward, we do have. I did get a cool email from Accutac, as you guys know. Accutac decided to sponsor me as well, and thank you very much, Accutac. Huge shout out to you guys. And I did get an email from them today saying that my bipod is finally shipping. So they gave me like an amazing, like ridiculous amount of money off of their bipods and their accessories and things like that. I mean, just ridiculous. And I was blown away by their generosity. But it's really cool because now my bipod's on its way. I'm going to be doing a review on that. I'm going to be showing you guys those bipods. I'm probably going to order another one here in the next, I don't know, week or so for my Texan. And, just to have them around. I mean, certainly I'm going to be shooting my bench press guns with them. They are, if you guys have never checked out Accutac bipods, and I get it, man, they are not cheap. They are probably one of the more expensive bipods that you could possibly buy. But they're made in America. They are solid as an absolute rock and just crazy build quality. And I'm honored and privileged to be shooting for them as well. So that's going to be really cool. So I'll have that for you as soon as I get it. They did send it the post office route. So good luck on that. That could be a couple of weeks before I see it anyway. But yeah, Denny, they definitely do look cool, man. I did buy the FC4. So it's it's a bipod that actually kind of like has like the wings on it, and it's a really wide stance bipod, gives you a very solid base to be shooting off of. So we listen, every one of us here, including me, has those really cheap Amazon bipods. Do they work? Yeah. Are they the most steady things? No. And that's just kind of where, it is what it is. And listen, I have them on a lot of my guns. I can't afford expensive bipods for all of my guns. I mean, honestly, the best advice that I could ever give to anybody is if you're looking for a really good, decent bipod for really not a ton of money, between $50 and $60, you can get a UTG Recon, and they are absolutely great bipods for the money. Honestly, I think it's the best bipod that you can get in that $50, $60 range. And yeah, exactly, Sam. And, I'm actually looking at the FC5 for the Texan. I want something that's super wide, and I'm going to buy the extended arms for it. So, when I'm out, I can do all kinds of stuff. But our Ranch Air Gunner says my Walmart special is better than my UTG. Well, we'll have to agree to disagree on that one, brother, because I've seen the stuff that comes from Walmart. But to each his own. Everybody's got a different way that they enjoy their bipods, things like that. And, honestly, man, in my opinion, the UTG Recon is one heck of a solid bipod. It's actually what I use on my Texan right now, and it's also what I use on my Maverick. And it's a very solid platform for the money. We're going to see. But I can tell you that the Accutacs are ridiculous. They are absolutely ridiculous. So looking forward to working with those guys and bringing you guys all the updates on those as well. Tim says, I got the Harris bipods, almost my real, or I'm guessing you meant to say, yeah, all your real guns love them. I like my Amazon one. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I have the UUQ, right? And that's an Amazon bipod. They're like $90. It's a knockoff of some company that honestly I've never even heard of. But I will say I got it off Andrew. And speaking of Andrew, if you guys know Moist One Andrew, and you guys are all friends on Facebook or whatnot, reach out, give him a congratulations. His wife and him had a new baby last night. So, you know, I don't foresee that he's going to be joining us live right now. But, you know, congratulations again, Andrew, man. That's a big deal, man. You got, I think he's up to 3 kids now. I think it's 3. Pretty sure he only had 2 prior to this one. So, but very cool, very cool. My Texan needs something heavy duty. AccuTag. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. My Texan. I mean, I agree. Like, I mean, it works good with that UTG Recon, but I think it would be a little more stable with a big a bigger AccuTag. So, K9 Dino, what's going on, man? Good evening to you, sir. And in Canada, nothing gun related is sold at Walmart. No, you guys go to Canadian Tire. What the frick? So apparently they have these shops in Canada. They're called Canadian Tire. And I've seen some Canadian airgun reviewers that actually are like, oh yeah, so I stopped into Canadian Tire, Canada Tire, Canadian Tire, and picked up this Sig Sauer Virtus, and I'm like, at a tire shop? But it is what it is. But and you know, and also, you know, Brian, UTG makes multiple levels of bipods. So, you know, there's not all of them are like the UTG Recon. You know, so, you know, I have a feeling that you probably got one of the less expensive UTGs, which sometimes even Amazon will overcharge for those inexpensive ones. But it is what it is. I really only have a bipod on when I'm sighting in guns, but I hunt and pest more than target shoot. Right. Yeah. Right. Right. Canadian Tire is kind of like our Menards, but with tires. Exactly. Yeah. And you know what? It's ironic too. Each, like, I go, like the one Walmart that we always go to, like our go-to Walmart, doesn't have a really good sporting goods section. But you know who in Michigan does? Meijer. Like, believe it or not, they actually have some really decent stuff at Meijer. I mean, you can pick up the whole gambit of Gamos. You can pick up, and they're always in stock. You can pick up the Crosmans. You know, I think they even had a couple of Benjamins. They got CO2 pistols. I was like, really? Like, I mean, I was kind of blown away. But and speaking of Menards, I love Menards, man. Menards is cool. Most of my stuff is mail ordered from the airgun shops in Canada. Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, I just man. Oh, you guys crack me up. The heck is Autoscope or Western Auto? I think I've heard of Western Auto. Mug's Backyard says Canadian Tire is a ripoff. Nice. Yeah, I've actually, you know, it's kind of funny too, because I've got some of Lucky Seven's ammo for my 457, And I took it to the range the other day after I got my external regulator, had it tethered, and walked out of the house without the dang slugs. So I was only shooting Nielsen 350 grains. You know, Nielsen 350 grain is probably where I'm going to sit for all my personal like hunting. I think it's got good ballistics. It's got great accuracy at 50 and 100 yards. So for me, it's a perfect round for, you know, deer, you know, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do. But you know, I'm still looking forward to, like, because I've got some, I think they're 490 grain. 490. They're monsters. Let me go grab them. These things are beasts. Nope, 418. I was wrong. All right, I got a little carried away. 490 is wrong. Brian, hey Moose, gotta go. Moose's video just posted. It did. Trigger safe. But these are the 419 or 418 grains from Lucky 7 air ammo. And dude, these things are huge. And then he also sent me some 202 grains. Grab one of these out of here. And here's the 202. But just to show you the side-by-side difference. You know, there's the 202 and there's the 418. So huge difference. But and I should have really taken those things out to the range. And I'm going to revisit it. I'm going to take the Texan back out to the range. It's a load of fun to shoot, man. Listen, you know, honestly, and you know, I would say this to anybody, and actually, me and Shooter 1721 were talking today, and we were talking about big bores, and you know, he was talking about how impressed he is with his Hudson pile driver in 50 cal. And that, you know, he thought it was a better gun than his hammer. Not that he had any problem with his hammer. He says he's got two of them. But we were just talking about different big bore air guns, and both of us agreed that the Texan is where it's at. Followed closely behind by the pile driver, and then probably into the hammer. But you know, it's a damn 55-gallon drum between your fingers. Yes, yes. Michigan Air Gunner says, I got some 500 grains. You know, the only issue that I would have with a 500 grain is speed. Like, I just don't think that it would, my gun is going to produce enough power in 457 to put a 500 grain slug. And I just don't think I personally need it. I mean, these 418s are putting out some mega freaking foot pounds. I mean, I'm shooting 350s at just under 600 foot pounds of energy. And, you know, so to me, that's more than enough to dispatch a deer. I mean, shoot, you know, my impact 35 cal is capable of dispatching a deer from, you know, from my tree stand. Dropping slugs on domes, man, just putting them out, kill switch, lights off. True Canadian air guns. I have. Didn't he change his name though to like is that North Ballistics or Northern Ballistics? Is that, who was it that changed their name to North Ballistics or Northern Ballistics? 400 grain over 500 foot pounds of energy. Yeah. Me and Danny are buds. He seems to have gone radio silent. Well, hopefully everything's all right with Danny, because I enjoyed watching his videos. Isn't he the one that the cop showed up when he was shooting, and it was on like YouTube? That's one thing I like about where I live, man. I mean, if the cops show up, dude, something's seriously wrong. Like, seriously wrong. Like, they don't just randomly stop by in our neighborhood. I'm using 280 in my Texan SS. Right on. Brian, yes. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Sam Houston, 400 grainers. Yeah, I am. I'm going to tell you what, I am really looking forward to deer season this year. And I've got a few of my friends that are actually trying to, not sure about being on a homegrown episode of Cops. Right. Right. Nobody wants to be on, on a YouTube live or a YouTube video of cops showing up at their house. Yeah, he was shooting in his backyard. That's right. I'm finding 452 is that magic size. Oh, right on. Yeah, I have not. I have really not experienced or experimented much. I went with the Nielsen 457s and the 350 grain, and they are absolutely flying. And I just have a really good luck with those, and I just haven't got there yet. But the bearded air gunner, what's going on, man? What's going on? Put that thing away. So my initial membership. All right, guys. So here it is. So I told you guys that I'm going to be doing memberships, monthly memberships, where you guys can donate a monthly amount, and there'll be different levels of stuff to do, which is cool. It's cool, but my initial membership request got denied because some of my higher tiered memberships good, Denny. I need to see what your groups are at 25 and 50. Drinking Diet Pepsi tonight, Peter. Out to get more video footage for my pesting video. Right on, man. Looking forward to seeing it, brother, and be safe. And hopefully one of these days we run into each other up at High Pressure Pneumatics. So part of my upper tier memberships is I wanted to give away an air gun that was only available to people in the upper tiers of my memberships. And so they dinged me on that because apparently your memberships can't include giveaways. Did everybody catch that? So with my upper memberships, being that YouTube does not want me to do giveaways, I got denied. So I had to rewrite them, but all right. So hopefully everybody caught on to that. I don't know how else more plainly to put it, but it's going to be cool. You guys are going to have an opportunity. Some of the membership levels, like you'll get free shirts. There'll be other stuff that we'll be able to do things with as well. So I do apologize for the pricing, but they're kind of like, I don't know, it's cool. I think you guys will dig it. Exactly, Brian. I don't know what you're talking about. Exactly, Peter. The Bearded Air Gunner just got some bangers in the mail. 125 grain hollow points for the AEA Challenger in 35. Man, gonna see how they perform in the near future. Heck yeah. Flat Broke Air Gunner says, ha ha, so sly. There'll be details out on Facebook, on the Airguns Michigan page. So, yeah. But either way, I do appreciate YouTube and, what they're allowing us to do. Don't forget, we do have that super chat button down below. And anything that you guys donate just helps me to keep bringing you guys new and better content. So, Joe Nolan, did you get any 2X shirts in yet? Yes, I do. And Joe, your order is going out this week. So, my wife ran into an issue with her vinyl cutter, and then we had another issue that took place with our vinyl. But everything's under control. And Peter says, Super Chat, $4.99. I appreciate it. Peter, good looking out, brother. I appreciate it. And we're going to be bringing you, Peter, this isn't your first rodeo either, man. I definitely appreciate you. Thank you very much for that donation, man. I definitely appreciate it. Flatbroke Airgunner says, very slick. I feel like I'm watching the gangster film. I brought you all here today to talk about an issue that we're having with YouTube. But Brian, you're all good, brother, man. I appreciate you, man, more than you know. And I think that your stuff's going out in the mail soon enough. Beard Airgunner elbow cough. Yep. So, but definitely appreciate it. And Peter, once again, man, thank you, dude. This isn't your first donation, and every little bit helps, guys. I mean, this isn't a cheap hobby, and I've spent a lot of money trying to keep this thing going. So, hey, can I get a happy birthday for my good friend Nick Gurr? Of course you can, Matthew Harrison. Happy birthday, Nick Gurr. We appreciate you, and hopefully you watch and subscribe. If you're only watching to hear your happy birthday, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give this video a thumbs up. For all you guys that are watching, please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. It helps me to move forward with, all the different stuff that, takes place, in YouTube land. For some reason, YouTube Matrix loves those thumbs up. They love those ringing the bell. They love all that good stuff. So, we got like 20 of you guys in here, 21 of you guys in here right now. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, man. I definitely appreciate you guys taking care of me as I try to take care of you guys. Christy's birthday present. Dinner time, fellas. Have a great night. Thanks for all you do, Moose. Hope you and the family are doing great. We are, Denny, and the same to you, my brother. I will look forward to seeing you again. And one of these days, Denny, we're going to meet up. Just have, I got to get down to Kentucky, man. I got too many friends down in Kentucky, dude. I got to get down there and do something. So, what's everybody got planned for the weekend? It's Wednesday, man. We're halfway there. Everybody's already got to be making some plans. I know personally I am going to go and I got to go over to a buddy of mine's house, pick something up that I left over there last year, and gonna hang out with my wife, my kid, and just enjoy my weekend. Thought about going up to high pressure pneumatics, but unfortunately I don't know if I'm going to. What if someone is staying in a mental hospital? Do they have to wait until home, or do you care? For what? That's an interesting question. Not that I'm judging anybody, because God knows half the people I know should be in mental hospitals, including myself sometimes. Let's see. I have no idea. I still have no idea. Anybody else know what this guy's talking about? Oh, to donate to you. Well, I mean, that depends upon if they have internet access and access to money. So, it is what it is. Sunday is range day. Tom is looking for the gun. Wait, what? Got medical procedures, lots to do. Right on, Brian. Peter, which Tom are you talking about? And is looking for the gun. What gun? God, so much is lost in translation when people type. And half of it's me, because as soon as you explain it, I'm going to go, oh. Bearded Air Gunner says, I got to work. Yeah, we all have to do that. Oh, the Sumatra. Did you reach out to Tom, Peter? Brian says maybe shooting my new sight in my new reflex sight. Peter, reach out to Tom. If you go to myhighpressureair.com, the phone number in there is his cell phone. You can text him, or you can call him, or you can email him. Tangent question. Can you recommend a reliable compressor I can use in my Jeep that handles larger air tanks? No. And you know what? If somebody does know, well, when you say larger air tanks, do you mean larger air tanks on guns, or are you talking about like external, like, 60 plus cubic foot, fill tanks? Let's see. Saturday is testing pellets to Beeman. Hopefully, as long as it doesn't rain, going to try for 40 yards. Sweet. I suck at typing, and autocorrect screws me a lot. Yes, it does. The double time, so it is what it is on my birthday. Oh, man, Bearded Air Gunner, it's your birthday weekend. Dang. K9 Dyno external tanks, I don't, man. But if you come across one that does, most of those portable compressors that'll, connect to your 12 volt, they're really only for filling guns directly. I've never seen one that claims that it can fill up, a pony keg or a pony bottle. I just don't know. And I don't want to try to tell you anything that could potentially just end up blowing up. So I don't, unfortunately. But if you do come across one, please let me know, because I'd love to have a portable compressor. Let's see. Yep. Happy birthday, Bearded Air Gunner. If you're here on Friday, maybe we'll even sing happy birthday to you. Kind of weird, but maybe we'll do it anyway. I like to sing. I'll bring in a bunch of guys and we'll all sing to you. You said it's your birthday. Just kidding. Yeah, Peter, I would just say reach out to Tom. He'll get you that gun. 12 volts are to fill guns only. Yeah, that's pretty much pretty much what I see and read too. And part of me is like, do I want to spend, George, take care, brother. Hopefully I'll see you soon. And good talk today. Good talk. Part of me is like, do I want to spend another, $400 on a portable compressor, or is it more economical for me to spend a little bit more money on an extra bottle? So then maybe I have 200 cubic foot tanks, and I can take those with me when I go out. But it is what it is. Airguns Idaho says, I'm late, but I'll watch the replay. Sam Yang will fill the big tanks. Interesting. I'm looking. We'll share if I do. I hunt dairy farms and need possibly more than a refill tank, depending upon who's going to be with me. Yeah, and and honestly, man, maybe if you can just fill your gun, it might be enough. I don't know. So, hey, Moose, I'm lost on Saturday and Sunday now that you're not on YouTube. So, Kagi, my Moose there. Airguns fix. Yeah, I feel you. 43 on Mondays, says the Bearded Air Gunner. That's what I've found so far as well. I have a recharge in my inverter and my truck runs it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I never really thought about doing like a inverter, but yeah, that could definitely work. I've seen some other people that have done that with, you know, some of the other, uh, like the Young Hang and stuff like that. You know, like I said, I use a Young Hang and I don't have any problems with it. It fills my 100 cubic foot tank to 4,500 psi. It's just not a problem for it to do it. So it's not that I don't want another compressor, but honestly, I'd rather buy another tank. Keep a couple of them around. And the cool thing about having two tanks, so there's a really cool process with having two tanks. And if you use one tank to bring your, let's say you have a 250 bar filled tank and you have two tanks. You use one to fill the tank to 200, maybe 220 bar, and then you disconnect it and you use the second tank to top it off from that 220 to that 300. Or maybe you use one to fill your gun to, you know, whatever, but like I said, you can use the other one to top it all the way off. And you can get a lot more fills out of your tanks by doing that. It's really kind of neat. Mike's backyard says he's going with the Hill EC 3000 very soon. Right on. Joe Nolan says, I'll be 58 on the 14th of next month. God dang, Joe, you're old. But we love you, man. It will have to be a very large inverter or it will burn your motor up on compressor. Wise words, Rob. Wise words. Rob, are you still in the Smokies? Those looks like some great pictures, man. I was like, kind of like, man, I'd love to go there someday. K9 Dino says, married with a child, drives a Jeep Wrangler. I'm on a super budget. Yeah, I feel you. Can you please briefly but truthfully provide any new information regarding the recent spat of wood-color sightings near and around the Morley Manor? And what do you intend to do about it? I don't know who the heck Charles Goonan is, but interesting. Rob, nope, just got back. Well, man, vacations are exactly what they are. Vacations. Welcome back to reality. But I bet you're glad to be back because now you can be shooting that 100-yarder again at your house. So, very cool. Very, very cool. Why the jackhammer wore me out last week? Yeah, I'll actually. Am I going to be 48 or 49? Dang. I don't know if I'm going to be 48 or 49. Stand by. This is pretty bad. I'll be 48. Okay. I had to use a fucking calculator because I forgot how old I was. Holy crap. So yeah, I'll be 48 this August. And man, there goes the mind. You guys, before long, you guys are gonna be like, what in the hell is he talking about in his YouTube videos? Oh, that's freaking crazy funny. Going test slugs before it gets dark. Yeah, right on, Sam Houston. I just turned 50, born in 71. Yeah, I was born in 73. I don't know, but Charles Goonan, you just got blocked. But yeah, what a goofball. Rob Morris says, born in 1965. Man, but you were only 4 in the summer of 69. Dang it. Did you ever wish like you could go back and be like summer of 69? I don't know. Good for you, Brian Adams, for putting that song out and making us all go, what the heck? Brian says 68. Joe says 63. I say 73. 58 is still wet behind the ears. Wait till you're 65 like me, says Tim. First 8 Airguns. Lou says 50. Gosh, man, I didn't think that I was the young guy in the group, but apparently I am. But I definitely appreciate you old guys hanging out with me. It makes me feel better. But like I said, man, listen, as soon as my YouTube videos start getting like, you know, like you just can't make out what the heck I'm saying, just let me know. Peter says I'll be 18 soon. Let's see. Nope, I enjoyed the 70s and 80s. Yep, me too. And it's pretty darn cool. Bunch of oldies here. That's a fact. That is a fact. So I am looking forward to giving away some cool stuff the rest of this year, man. I'm really excited about Christmas too, man. Somebody's winning an FX Airgun. God dang. What other channel gives away FX Airguns? Seriously, ask yourself that dang question. What other channel gives away an FX Airgun? Some of the businesses are closed due to COVID, deemed non-essential. For example, I can't go to the hardware store. We have to order it online and pick it up at the door. You know, it's funny, and I'm going to talk about that in a second here. You're still a pup, says Brian. I am a pup. Technically, we're all classics. This is true. I'm half a century. Yeah, I'm creeping up on you guys too. But you know, ironically, man, one thing I've noticed here in Michigan is that a lot of the stores, they don't even care anymore. I went into Walmart the other day and I was like, you know what? I ain't wearing a mask. My wife's like, well, bring it with you just so we don't have a major confrontation issue. Sure as shit, man. Walked right through the doors. Nobody said a damn word. One of my local grocery stores, you know, they took their signs down. So they're not even requiring a mask anymore. And I mean, you know, dude, listen, I didn't hardly wear a mask anyway. And, you know, I'm still alive. Colin says 1961 checking in. Colin, I think you're in the lead. The Bearded Air Gunner says 78. Oh, there's our young buck. There's our young buck right there. I got 5 years on him. Yep, that's true. Bearded Air Gunner wins. What are we gonna give the Bearded Air Gunner? We're gonna give him a okie dokie because you're the young buck in the group. That's pretty funny. Hey Moose, soon you will have an antique to sit on. I don't know how to take that, Joe, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I've honestly never worn a mask. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of one of those guys where I don't like confrontation because I get hyper aggressive during confrontation. So a lot of the times that I wore masks was to avoid confrontations with idiots that I would have to freak out, lose my mind, and freaking, you know, slap them around and be mad. Joe Mann says, been in a wheelchair since 1973. Really? I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully you'll be, I don't know. God dang, Joe. What happened? If you don't mind me asking. Rob Moore says, okie dokie. The crazy time is flying. I will be 40 in August. Yeah. A 50-year-old seat. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Rob says exactly. So, you know, I mean, a lot of times, like I said, when I wore a mask, it was so I didn't lose my shit and get arrested. I keep one in my truck for that. Yeah, and I do too. You know, a lot of times I just carry it in my pocket, and you know, if I walk up and there's like signs and like everybody's kind of eyeballing me, I just put it on, like whatever. It's just a gator. It's a net gator. It's actually a Predator Pellets net gator. So, or JSB actually, it's a JSB net gator. So it's all good for me. But yeah, and K9, I'm in the same boat because like, I mean, I kind of live in like a medium-sized town. But I quickly learned which stores cared and which ones didn't. And I tried to frequent the ones that didn't, obviously, the most. You know, just it is what it is. Yep, me too. Just had to bite my tongue today. Yeah. I feel you, Brian. Dude, ignorance is just something that I just cannot deal with. And, you know, it's like I said, confrontation is not something that you want to have with me. Not on a serious level anyway. Joe Man, train. I'm 65 now and still going strong. Right on. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you've been in a wheelchair, but good to hear that you're going strong. You know, honestly, you know, I mean, dude, I hope to make 65. I really do. And I'm really starting to try to, you know, better my health situation. I'll be 62 when my son graduates high school. And I'd love to be able to see my son get married and, you know, and maybe even have a kid. So on April 9th, our governor ruled the mask mandate over. Yes. You know, my governor here in Michigan, she's such a twat. She's trying to make it more mandatory to wear masks. Freaking C word. Slaughterama. Oh, a little Pantera, Cowboys from Hell. Florida-rama. I love that. That's got to be Guar. No, it's Cowboys from Hell, Pantera. But close. It's so hard to walk away from, but Christy was with me. Yeah. Yep. K9, I didn't realize you're from Michigan as well, obviously. Or you just heard of our bitch governor. Peter says, I don't know what to say. Yeah, dude, Buck needs his dad too. I love that little son of a gun. Man, I am dying to get that Accutac now. Is my wife still in here? Honey, are you still in here? She might not be. I know Buck is crashed out. Oh, right on, K9. You're not that far from me. So I'm in Clarkston. So yeah, you're not far at all from me. Depending upon what side of Lansing you're outside of. Right on, retired K9 Leo trainer. Right on. I won't hold it against you if you don't hold being a dirty biker against me. Yep, I know you do. You see it in your eyes. Yeah. And you know, ironically, I've been trying to get him out to do another episode of In the Woods with Buck and Moose. But the last couple of times that we went to go, is like not been the best weather. Lou says, in that case, we are both correct. Mike's backyard in Canada, Moose, the security guards of Canadian Tire, choked a guy for not using a mask. The video I seen was sickening. I just wanted to jump in. Yeah. It is not their place to lay hands on anybody. Our senator? No, our governor. Oh, my wife. K9, wife says you look like you could be my younger brother. We're both big guys. Right on. Well, you must be one hell of a handsome motherfucker. My wife. Bring TP when you come up. I'm like, from where? I mean, we have plenty of it, but. Colin says, I grew up in Dearborn Heights, left for the Marines at 18, only been back a few times. Right on. Well, thank you very much, Colin, for your service, man. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. Brian says, you guys will get back out there. Yeah, because I really have a good time doing it. You know, I'm trying to plan, like, activities where I can take him out and kind of, you know, like I love showing him, like, deer tracks or rabbit tracks or, you know, squirrel houses or, you know, anything like that where I can get him into, like, you know, air gunning and hunting. And it's funny, too, because we'll go outside and he'll see robins hopping across our yard. We have a ton of robins in our yard all the time. And he'll be like, Dad, we need to shoot one. I said, no, not robins, son. You'll go to jail. And, you know, and he's like, and I'm like, yeah, that's our state bird. You can't shoot those. And K9 says I'm glorious. Right. And so then he'll be like, look, Dad, an eagle, shoot it. And I'm like, you can't shoot eagles either. You know, so like I'm trying to get him, you know, to where he recognizes what is legal to shoot and what isn't. And, you know, that's one thing about me, man, is I am a diehard conservationist. And, you know, just like, you know, we talked not too long ago, and, you know, I even said that, you know, like my wife doesn't want to make squirrel in our home, but I like to squirrel hunt. But I have friends that really enjoy squirrel stew and stuff like that. So when I go out hunting, I give them my kill. I don't just waste it. You know, I'm not out there just to kill a squirrel. You know, and I see so much of that, man. It bothers the shit out of me. There's a couple of guys that live around me that I mean, seriously, they'll kill a squirrel just to take its tail. And I'm like, what? Why the frick would you do those? You know, I love to watch you guys do that. You can't shoot those, exactly. You know, and you know, it's just like shooting birds. I mean, like, you know, I mean, I get it. I get that, you know, some of them are pests, but I'm just one of those guys that, like, I don't want to kill something unless I have a reason to kill it, or I know it's not going to go to waste. You know, it's just me. Exactly, Peter. I shoot just what I eat. Yeah, exactly. My wife loves venison, so I don't have a problem killing deer and stuff like that. But, you know, like I said, when it comes to squirrels and bunnies, I like hunting them, but I give the meat to families that, number one, they can use the meat, and number two, they will eat it. So, you know, it's kind of cool, you know. I mean, I don't even, like I said, and I've said this before too, you know, I don't even shoot, you know, bunnies and squirrels in my yard, and we have freaking hundreds of them. Now, I will kill a raccoon. Those trash pandas, I'm tired of cleaning up their messes. Okay, we have a Marine and an old Army guy in the room. Who else was in the military? True story, Tim. Who else was in the military? I definitely appreciate any of you guys, and I even appreciate the Leos, honestly, man. I mean, even as a dirty biker, man, I still feel like not all cops are bad cops, and it is what it is. I have 4 robins' nests in my backyard. The songbirds, yeah. Actually, we have 3 robins' nests on our house. So we have one out the back door here that faces the lake. Actually, technically, it's the front door because when you live on a lake, your front yard's the lake side. And then we have one at our driveway side up in the overhead of the rafters that nests there every year. Matter of fact, the nest never moves, and she comes back, or at least a robin comes back every year. So it's kind of really cool. Tom, thank you very much for your service, man. 72 to 76. Right at the end of Vietnam. Oh, snap. It's Violent Femmes. K9 says, hoorah. Marine, 91 to 93. I graduated in 1991. Uh-oh, 91 to 93. Did you get out on medical? Hopefully you're all right. Tim, 73 to 77. Corporal. Didn't want those sergeant stripes, did you? Yeah, my grandfather was KIA in Korea. He was a captain in the Air Force and was actually shot down over North Korea by a Russian MiG. And they actually, about 12 years ago, found his remains, or some of his remains. So, yeah, K9, I figured it was a medical discharge. But, yeah, you guys are making me want to watch more NCIS. I love that show. If you guys have never watched NCIS, man, I'm in somewhere at the end of season 5. And there's 15 seasons of it. And I'm one of those like, I'll watch a show and like I'll watch it from the beginning straight through, man. Like, I don't hold back. Like, I usually watch about 3 episodes a day, and usually 2 of them are at night. But before I go to bed. But love NCIS. But with that being said, it's been an hour. We're out of here. Tomorrow night's a new night. I've shot damn near every single trash panda in my yard. No more dogs getting roughed up by the hood raccoons. Exactly. Man, dude, we've got some serious trash bandits, and I'll be honest, I bait them. Oh, snap. More Pantera. We'll actually go out on this song. I used to bounce at a bar in Pontiac, Michigan called Industry, and I made the DJ play this every night as I was clearing the floor. But with that being said, I'm Moose. This is Airguns, Michigan. We'll be back live tomorrow night. And don't forget, we got all kinds of cool stuff coming up. We got all kinds of people that are going to be joining us. Be good to each other. The world needs it. God bless each and every one of you. Take